Hello ladies, gentlemen, everyone in between, and none of the above, welcome back to We Love Your Deck. With Tarkir Dragonstorm pre-release over the weekend and the full release being this Friday, we'll be looking into the Commander Precons for upgrades, and for today we'll be going over the green, black, and blue Sultai Arisen. The face commander for the Precon is Tavel, the balanced scale, a 4/4 spirit dragon who will mill you each time it attacks, and then, if you have a land in your graveyard, we'll put it onto the battlefield tapped, as well as make a zombie token when one or more cards leave your graveyard. Our upgrades will primarily be looking to add more ways to mill cards into our graveyard, make more tokens from either putting cards into our graveyard or taking them out, and finally, find ways to return cards from our graveyard to the battlefield or to our hand. Starting with almost a precursor to Tavel with Sidisi, Brood Tyrant mills you when she enters or attacks, as well as making a token when a creature enters your graveyard from your library. Or with the Golgari mechanic, dredge from Golgari Grave Troll as long as it's in your graveyard, meaning it will both mill you and pull itself out of your graveyard. Along with Deadbridge Chant, which will mill you 10 cards and during your upkeep will pull a random card from your graveyard, putting it on the battlefield if it's a creature or putting it back in your hand if it's anything else. Though not actually milling you, Titan's Nest will have you looking at the top of your library during your upkeep and allow you to put it into your graveyard if you choose. And will let you exile a card from your graveyard to give you generic mana to use. Along with some pinpoint graveyard filling in the form of Lotuslight Dancers by grabbing a blue, a black, and a green card and tutoring them into the graveyard. And with a similar effect to Tavel's second effect with Tormod, the Desecrator will make you tokens each time a card leaves your graveyard. And with all these tokens, we can use them to ramp us even more with Insidious Roots, which will turn all your creature tokens into mana dorks, and then if you have a creature leave your graveyard, it will then make a plant token before putting a +1/+1 counter on each plant you control. Now that our graveyard is full of goodies, we'll need ways to pull it all out. Like Oversold Cemetery will pull a creature out of your graveyard if you have 4 or more creatures in your graveyard. Chances are we'll have more than just creatures in our graveyard, so Ramanop Excavator will at least let you play more lands from your graveyard. Or Eternal Witness, which will return any card from your graveyard as it enters the battlefield. Then there's Dread Return, which can bring back any one creature, and if it's in your graveyard, it also has a flashback ability. Or if you'd rather mass reanimate everything, there's Rise of the Dark Realms that will bring back creatures from all graveyards to the battlefield under your control. Finally, are one-off effects that don't really fit into the other themes, like Bloodghast, which has a landfall ability to bring itself back from the graveyard. Speaking of landfall triggers, we also have Tatyova, Benthic Druid, who, when a land enters under your control, will have you gain a life and draw a card. As well as Sir Conrad, the Grim, who will ping your opponents each time a creature dies. A creature is put into the graveyard from anywhere other than your graveyard, or when a creature leaves your graveyard. And lastly, we have the board wipe Death Begets Life, destroying all creatures and enchantments and then drawing you a card for each permanent destroyed this way. If you like what you heard, I'll be posting the upgrades list to my Mox field, and if you have a commander you'd like me to cover, drop it in the comments. Since you made it this far, why not give me a subscription? And as always, I'll catch you on the flip side, Planeswalkers. And remember, be good to each other.